All right, maybe you've heard the debate of the moment. It's on the internet, podcasts, everywhere else. Who would win a fight if 100 guys fought a gorilla? Well, we asked one of the world's leading animal experts who's extensively studied gorillas in captivity and in the wild.
The silverback is just an adult male. That's the silverback. When they reach sexual maturity, they cut the silver coloration on their back, and that's the silverback. So it's an adult male. And yeah, it is looked at as the powerful male. It's the defender of the family. It's the defender of the troop, and they will do things. They do a lot of body language. They'll stand up and they'll beat their chest as a threat to get people away, but they rarely have any physical contact. Even when they're having a conflict with another gorilla, it's a lot of, swaying branches, beating their chest and doing flybys, running bys, but they actually don't even have any actual physical contact. So that's the irony of this whole thing is it's so far-fetched, it's so ridiculous, it's so counter what a gorilla would do. A gorilla will avoid conflict at all times except to protect his family. That's the only time a gorilla becomes aggressive. This is a vegetarian. This is an animal that does not even eat meat in any way. It doesn't kill anything to eat. It only fights to protect its family. Having said that, if it's going to face 100 men, and we're talking about 100 men of, let's say in their 20s and 30s, I'm not talking about 190-year-old men, the bottom line is the gorilla really would have no chance. These men would have to be unified. They'd have to be committed coming in all at once on top of the gorilla, and understanding that there would be certainly some casualties. There would be some collateral damage. An average male gorilla is going to weigh between 400 and 500 pounds. You have an average man of 150 pounds times 100. There really is no chance for that animal. Again, it would never happen. I hope it would never happen. It's certainly not to promote the violence, and hopefully people will get this out of their heads. But at the end of the day, gorillas are not the King Kong that you saw in movies, scaling buildings and grabbing planes out of the air. That we don't want to perpetuate that stereotype of an animal that is really the opposite, a truly gentle giant.
I'm so glad you guys cleared the air on that.
Lawrence.
I don't know. I'm thinking that gorilla is going to do a lot of damage.
Well,
right? I want to be the first guy in there, right? You want to be the person that's jumping on top of the pile, right?
Ron said
you guys go.
Casualties.
Yeah, I'm sure there would be. I mean, they are so, you just see the muscles on those guys just bulging out.
But they're vegetarians, and they will only do it to protect their family.
Exactly.
Right.
And you know what they say, humans are considered the top predator.
Right.
And that guy, Ron, he's brilliant, knows his stuff, and he reluctantly agreed to do. People are calling him from all over the world about this topic.
How did you find that guy?
We have Michael Kaufman, one of our executive producers, watches him on the Dan Le Batard show. Once a week he's on as their animal expert. He's been in Miami at the zoo there for decades. But news outlets, because this topic somehow started like trending or whatever, right? You heard about this?
Yeah,
the 100-man debate.
Right.
And so he's agreeing to do these interviews to basically stress that a gorilla is not violent, would never want to do this, and hopefully this can allow people to
let it go.
Yeah, well, and beyond that, to focus efforts on helping gorillas, conservation.
The greatest fear is the poacher.
Extinction, exactly.
I think this is the beginning of a trend. Now we're going to say, okay, 100 guys against an alligator or a dinosaur, or I mean.
Well, so how many bobcats do you think you could beat up if you were just?
See, this is where it's going to go.
Because one for sure you could take a.
Right.
But how about 2 bobcats, 3 bobcats?
That'd be a lot. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Well, fascinating. How's the weather?
Hey, guys. Yeah, the weather's looking really good.